real. A new way to live, a new way to feel, a new.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Wow,
Good
wow,
morning.
wow. Today's a good day. It is an awesome day. So, we're so excited. We're going to give you guys just a minute. Remember, you all are leaders here. So, we should have probably, I would say, about 150 people on literally this morning. So, check with your people. See, are they on? Are they jumping on? Good morning, Angela. I want to make sure that you all are communicating with your people and that they know that Monday mornings, if they stay close to us, they stay close to the fire. Bill Vining just said, it's nice to see you without your Harding shirt on. I knew you'd like that training the other day, Bill. Um, we want to make sure that Monday mornings, you guys are in the know for everything. And so today we're going to really show you all the things that we've done to help just alleviate some when people jump in and they go, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I just recorded, you'll see the same shirt, just recorded a welcome video that I'd only been trying to record for 3 days. That's short, but says what you need to do, how you can explode in this business just very, very simply. And so that they don't get overwhelmed by toptierstart.com and all the things. So as our numbers start climbing, we are going to, I'm going to go ahead and put should be what happened. Okay.
Recently.
All right. Yep. Let's see. Here we go. Let's share our screen. Yeah, saw that this morning. Okay. So first things first, before we jump into the schedule and all the things, destination director. Guys, this is vital, vital, vital. You are all going to be directors. You're about to see this. So August 5th through the 6th, before the conference, there is a destination director. You do not have to do this, but what I am telling you is you get paid in this business to train. If your people, a confused mind does nothing. It's just the reality of it. You could have a multi-billion-dollar business on your hands. You get paid to train. Let destination director train your people up. Bring at least your 5 to 6 to 10 closest people to you that are the directors. Get them to director. Rick and I are about to tell y'all how we're going to get everybody to director because now it's like so easy. It's going to be amazing. But this is key. Destination director before the Orlando event. Okay, so you got the Unstoppable Orlando event, and then August 7th through the 9th, this is going to be the big event in Orlando, right? So the This Is It team experience is amazing, but the destination director is going to be like a little bit closer to you. And then also here we go. In if you know anybody in Europe, call them. In Germany, call them because there's going to be a business building seminar. There's going to be a presentation out there. That is going to be very exciting. Oklahoma City is coming. So make sure if you have people that are brand partners out there that they know about this. Okay. Dallas, Texas is the 18th of June. And then the 20th of June is Houston, Texas. So this is just a 2 to 4 hour training that's going to like kind of feed into destination director. And some people I know that they're like taking their kids to college and stuff. So they can't go August. You got to get your people in the room. You get paid in this business to train. Let them train your people. Let them train you. Let them train us, right? So just very, very important. So this is it convention.com is where you're going to go. This is it events.com is where you're going to go for this one right here. Or this is it team.com/events. I apologize. So that's just very important. Okay. The X39 live presentation that was going to be down in Harlingen is canceled. So we wanted to let you all know about that just in case. And here is your schedule for this week. I think it's so pretty. I'm so excited. Look, 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 look. It's not complicated. So this is your schedule. So if you say, oh my gosh, Mark Delgado, who's a roofer, is going to be presenting tonight. Who do you know that is a contractor? Who do you know that could identify with him, right? Next one, cardiac nurse. Tomorrow, ladies, you know Diane Hunt is going to bring it. And then top tier testimony Tuesday. This is something that is going to be very important. He's looking at all of our stuff, so you can trade to it. But top tier, okay, here's the deal, y'all. Testimony Tuesdays, we're going to shorten. Okay. We're going to try to make it for like 35 to 38 minutes. And what we want is 4 to 5 testimonies that are about a minute and a half to 2 minutes long. Because if we can really get this down, and I take some responsibility because I just love hearing all the testimonies. If we can get this down a little bit, all of you guys as family members want to stay on, and we don't ramble on, and we tell our people to keep, it tight. We're not going to be, we don't have to worry about being overly compliant. That's not what I'm worried about. We just want timing to be respectful for your guests and for y'all. Okay, because you're going to see in a minute what we're adding in. So, and we're going to have different people doing the presentation, but we're going to have more testimonies from top tier being given. And so, because of that, there's going to be several opportunities. Wednesday night is Nurse Patty Glick. You know she brings it. What nurses do you know? What nurses do you know that might want to retire? What people do you know that say, I need to hear from somebody in the medical field? Patty is going to bring it. Okay. Then Wednesday midday, director and above training. Hear me. If you are a director or above on this training, Dawnette is training. And she is one of our favorite people in the world. So you really need to be on that and look for the information, because on Facebook, our Facebook is just the people that are on our team. So I have no problem putting passcodes and everything because I have that thing like locked tight. I went down 1,600 people the other night. I know poor Rick is like, are you going to ever look up from your phone? But 1,600 people, and entered them into our binary to make sure that they were actually in our business. So that's our safe place. So I try to put everything in there. Last Thursday, I heard really great feedback about the Thursday midday call, about the timing of it. So remember, guys, you guys don't need to be on these. These are invites. But midday presentations seem to be really good for business people. And because, not everybody can jump on a call at 8 o'clock at night. They have kids, they have family. So we're going to try this for a couple weeks and see how Thursdays go. I had 6 different lines of business requesting for a midday presentation after last Thursday. And then we're going to do an onboarding Thursday night. And of course, your new people can jump on a Patch with Purpose at school, and they can jump on and ask questions there. So it takes it off of your plate to answer questions of the patch doesn't seem to be working, or this doesn't seem to be happening. You're fine. Let me show you where to go. Okay. So any of these top tier, I knew you're going to be so proud of me, is going to be top tier Zoom, champion makers. Oh yeah, this is me. Yeah, tuck on it, but it's close. So any of the top tier is going to be top tier Zoom. The champion makers Zoom is going to be all the others. So you're going to be good to go. So just remember your schedule key, y'all. It's not to overwhelm you. It's to help you build your business and your people build the business. Who do you love? Who do they love? All right, here we go. New changes start today. New changes start today. So 1-star director to 3-star director, you are now going to have the opportunity to earn in the binary faster And this is so incredibly exciting. Before, you were required to have two movers and shakers that were growing on your business in order to hit one-star director. And we're going to show you what that looked like for us. But it was difficult. In the old, even in the old compensation plan, you had to find two people that wanted to share with four people. It was very, very difficult. So, that I would say lean into that piece because you want to, as I show you this, I'm not sure why people are able to draw on our whiteboard, but I'm going to pause this for a minute. I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing that. It's doing it again where somebody was drawing on our whiteboard. Um, but this is going to be so incredibly key. Screenshot this because towards the end of the week, okay, right now in your back office, you're probably going, it looks zero difference. It's because it's not reflecting it yet. Rick and I knew that this was coming for quite some time, quite some time. But when we talked to David, because that's how awesome he is, he actually talks to people in the business. Okay. When Rick and I were going back and forth with David, he was saying, look, we know that we need to change these things and we want to change them quickly. We're working with people in the back office to change them. So it should be rolled out in the back office, but this is already right now. So there's no requirement of outside people. If you just get somebody that's just going to come in and explode this business with you, you can go all the way up to three-star director. That is so incredibly huge. So as you grow this business, okay, let's go over this really quickly. What are some changes that just occurred? Have you guys ever had somebody tell you, I can't afford the 110 business volume? I can't afford it. Now we are going to still teach 110 business volume, X39 Eon, X39 Stellargize, X39 Alavita. Why? X39 Ice Wave. We live in a microwave society where the world around us wants answers right now. If you block somebody's pain and then you tell them this is the Band-Aid and the X39 is going to activate your stem cells, 110 BV, right? But how many times are people just wanting to share? Then all of a sudden they get here and now they can jump up to the 110. So you can have people that are earning three-star manager and rocking and rolling. Then one-star director, which I did a call to teach how to do one-star director. And Dawn and John, if y'all can watch the chat, we can't see the chat yet. I don't know why, it just won't let us, y'all. But this piece is going to be so amazing because you can literally run with somebody. So you all might be a three-star manager and jump up to director and jump up to three-star director this week. Now, what does that mean for y'all? Okay. Does this mean that this is going to bring millions into your pocket right now? No. I'm about to show you what this means in the binary. But what this means is that you are capable of building a business in a very powerful way. And Laura Kelly is going to show you or talk to you really quickly in a minute about how we are now going to tell everybody to build their businesses because now you don't have to go move her on the left, move her on the right, move her on the left, move her on the right. If you do that, you might orphan somebody. And she's going to talk to you about that in a minute as well. This is really exciting, like super exciting. So screenshot this. Okay. We are going to continue to train on the 110 PV. Okay. You always want a mover and a shaker on both sides. That's correct. Always enroll your first, and I did not say first how many on your strong leg. Laura's going to talk about that. Always check your new binary left and your new binary right, which you're going to have in your back office. And we're always going to teach to work closely with Rick and I. Okay. Rick and I, in the very beginning, we built differently than probably what we should have. Okay. And that's okay. That's a good thing because God is faithful. And because of that, we know how to teach y'all how to build. And we're going to be completely raw with you. And Rick knows how to work numbers. He knows how to do this thing. And so you've got somebody that literally can look at your numbers and just analyze everything. Sorry, he's texting one of the leaders. So that's going to be so key. Okay. So Laura, are you on? Let's see.
Yeah, Brittany, can you hear me?
I can.
All right. Well, good
Awesome.
morning.
Yes. Good
Sorry,
morning.
I'm at a volleyball practice, so I just stepped outside so I can get a signal. So hopefully y'all can hear me okay.
Yes.
But I just wanted to update y'all. Brittany and I were talking, and if you've been with us recently, you won't really remember this, but if you've been with us a while, you know that originally in the old comp plan you had to have two people right, two people left to even to promote. So that's kind of how we taught in the beginning. But what we've seen happen over time is that someone might share with a person or two and then decide they don't really want to do anything with the business. And how that has negatively impacted some people is that they are now on an inside leg and they're not getting any help from their upline. Like once they're on someone's inside leg under you, you can't put anyone under them. You can't help them when you're just growing your own business. So with this new comp plan, there's an incredible opportunity to just have people put their first 3 people on their strong leg. And you can get to 3-star manager now without building a second leg. So it's not going to hurt anyone to wait and go ahead and put people on their outside leg to make sure that they are going to work this business. And what we hope that will prevent is anyone from being in that situation where they're having to really start over and build their own business without any help from their upline. We want to be able to help people. We want people to experience the bonus of having a binary compensation plan. And really the only way that works is if you're getting help from the person above you. So again, this isn't a hard and fast rule that they have to put 3 people on their outside leg, right? If they built a business before and they come in and they're going to bring on several people and build a business, yeah, have them put just their first 1 or first 2. But as a general rule, when you sign someone up, if you just go ahead and help them build their whichever side they're on, you obviously can go back and watch to figure out which side is your strong leg, but go ahead and have them start with their change their settings to make sure it's on their strong leg, so that you don't have to worry if they sign someone up, someone gets their link and signs up before you've had a chance to do anything. It's going to go on their outside leg. And like I said, it doesn't prevent them from moving up in the ranks really quickly. By the time they get to that third person, if they now, to get to director, let's say they got to 3-star manager from that, they just have to add a couple of people on their inside leg, right, and get to 500 BV on that inside leg for the binary. So we hope that helps. But yeah, if you have any specific questions, feel free to reach out to your upline. And they will, on a one-off scenario, be able to talk to you and help you figure out where someone should go.
That's so good. I mean, before it was so the reason why this is important is because, like she said, we saw that people were just throwing people on one side, right? And so now what LifeWave said was, let's just make sure that we cater to the people that they're not scared to put people in and they're not going to rank up, right? So that's key. And then the 500 PV, if you all of a sudden you need to get binary balance on the opposite side, you get 3 cores, you're there, which is so key.
Well, and
Okay.
Brittany, doesn't your PV also count on your smaller leg
Yes,
anyway? So there, if you're
yes.
buying, if you're on your 2-pack enrollment, you're already at 110 on that smaller leg.
That's so big. So they really wanted it so that we could really rank up and rank up correctly. So if you say, okay, guys, I need help, this is going to be key. Rick and Britt, but really, Rick, it's a 5 to 5 strategy call. As you put in 5 to 5, 5 people on the left, 5 people on the right, or 7 people on the right, and so whatever it is.
If you're enrolling people.
If you're enrolling people, we want to talk to you.
Keep it simple.
So Rick and I are here I know your upline is here, Laura's here. We're all here to help you, but Rick and I are here to do the strategy call. So if you say, I need you to look at this, let's see how I built and what do I need to do now? We can probably quickly look at it. He might already know because he studies it all day. So we would love to get with all of you, every single one of you, okay? And your people. Our goal for you is a long-term residual income while impacting every life you come in contact with. Our job is to create and connect you to a system that easily allows you to build without a lot of time and use the tools provided to build a legacy business. That's our goal. And so your people, and this is what you want to grab, guys. Your people, just by introducing it to a few people here and there, okay, they can earn anywhere from $200 to $500 a month or $5,000 a month. Just, a little bit here and there. But if we teach them to understand the technology, lean in the system, know the tools, and become a leader, okay? Become a leader and then understand the comp plan with Rick, it's going to be huge for you. Anything about this piece?
And we don't need to go too deep
No,
dive into the
not at
comp
all.
plan. You just to share. That's still the main key. But
Right.
at least enough to know to build.
Yeah, and what's so interesting? We had a couple over last night that they owned their own MLM. It ended up like they were asking questions, and it was really funny because Rick was like, we knew they didn't ask a lot. You know what he wanted to know? Binary and what do I need to do for placement? And once he saw that, that was it. And so just know that that's important. So this is really neat. And we shared this with you all as leaders. Some of you guys were on, but this is an example of what happened when we launched. We picked our favorite testimony presentation. We had our favorite business presentation. We had 2 presentations that were our favorite. Okay. We called 10 people a day, followed up with 10 people a day. I was homeschooling at the time, or 4 kids at the time. Purpose to enroll 1 a week and help 3 others of us enroll at least 3. Okay. That was our goal. We could not hit director. We had enrolled how many? 43 people. We could not hit director for 18 weeks. When we went back this weekend to look at where we would have been in this comp plan, we would have already been 2-star director. But we just didn't find more than 1 mover and shaker. Okay. So this is key. Okay, this is absolutely key. Next piece, this is huge. Over the last 2 weeks, you all have had a lot of new brand partners come in and join at the double product introductory bonus. So, okay, so now they have the opportunity to hit manager very fast, because they have their volume, their 110, their whatever they came in at, their 300, their whatever volume that they came in at, okay, as a core advanced plus premium, that's their volume for the next 3 weeks. You can help them get to 2-star and 3-star manager. So now all of a sudden, instead of $25 a week, you're earning $50 a week as helping them get to 2- and 3-star manager. And all of a sudden they are no longer hitting, because it's double bonus, instead of $50 a week for hitting 1-star, they're earning $100 a week, or I'm sorry, 2- and 3-star manager. So go for it, baby.
Yeah. So just keep in mind, even though this is the slide talking about the business launch bonus and she's talking about double PIB, they're 2 separate things.
Yes.
So just don't confuse the 2.
Now you guys have been major enrollers. Now it's time to become leaders, right? That's how they're compensating double now. First, it was how do you enroll? You guys did that for 2 weeks. Now it's how to get your people to manager, right? So that's going to be absolutely key. Okay. So these are the things that we are committed to weekly. for each of you and your teammates. Okay. The Monday morning call to ensure everyone is in the know. Testimony Tuesday every week so your people can use it as a launch. I'm sorry, I spelled that wrong. Launch Zooms and weekly trainings on how to do a presentation. To update toptierstart.com, we are committed to that, and in-person presentations wherever there's multiple director momentum. We are absolutely committed to this, you all. Rick and I are committed to you all. We know that God put you in our team. We don't care how deep you fall. We do not care. We are committed to you as if we personally enrolled you. Okay. So what we are going to ask you all, and we asked our leaders on Saturday, we are going to ask you all for some main pieces here so that we can help you guys explode this. Okay. Be on Monday morning call. If you can't, watch the recording that will be on and sent out to all the leaders. Use Testimony Tuesday as launches and bring us testimonies every week. Because Rick is doing the best he can on Tuesdays to help me get testimonies. And we shouldn't do that. We have 11,000 people on this team. Train up and learn to onboard your people and plug them into the system. Know the links that are available and attend the This Is It team events. Okay. We ask that because if you do, you will explode your business. And they're trained up so we can come in and undergird everything that you all are doing. Next piece. Trip was announced. Are you guys ready? Double VIB. All right. Earn your VIP experience. Here we go. This is LifeWave Global Conference with Matchbox 20 and Janet Jackson, October 15th through the 17th. Here you go. This already started 2 weeks ago. They just announced qualification of June 8th, but during the PIB, the double PIB, anybody that you had who joined you between now and then, anybody that hit manager, anybody that started running in this, you already have earned points for the VIP conference for 2. This is so cool. You get a private breakout session with David. You get preferred seating. You have an exclusive reception, Twilight tickets to Disneyland Resort for 2, and special recognition throughout the event. This is so exciting. You get to go to Disney. You get to be with David and what he has in store for all of us as far as all of the new inventions, all the things that are coming. It's just so big, and you get to spend time with him. So this is very, 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 very exciting. So big, so big. Let me share my screen one more time. All right. And so what we would like to do not jump off, because guys, we've got some pretty multi-million-dollar things that people are doing right now that are very, very exciting. So Kim, if you could share what you've done to communicate with your team, it would be great. Let me see. Where is she? Is she on? Let's see if she's on.
You see
Yep,
me?
she is. Yep, there she is.
Okay. Okay, well, good morning, everyone. Yes, I realized that there are a lot of people that I was losing connection with because they weren't really doing the business, even though they're brand partners. Some of them started, I know they're wise, and they just kind of gave up. And if I can't keep them connected, then, you know, even if they're patching, then they kind of fade away. So what I did this past week is I separated my text groups, and I took everybody that I know are brand partners. They've been faithfully patching. Some of them might have teams under them, but they're not working the business. Some of their teams are, and I'm connecting with the team members. But I put them on a separate text, And in order to get their attention again, instead of just sending another text to them, I made a little 43-second video and told them what I was doing in a nice way that basically told them that, I would be sending them out just information that pertains to patching. So that I'm going to send them the Testimony Tuesday, because let's keep it fired up, and send them out reminders of the information for the coffee talks. And I also sent them, told them that I would be sending them the school app, Patch Purpose, so that they could get on there. And I asked them to please read the text. I thanked them for staying connected. All of the things. So I sent that out to them first, hoping to get their attention back, because I know some of them have not even been looking at the text. They're just getting all these texts with all this information. Then I sent out a text and explained what they were going to receive, why, if I get any new promotions, if there is any new product, anything special, that I will continue to send that out. That's not weekly. That way they're not missing out on anything. Let them know that if they wanted to share with somebody, if they're wanting to get started again, to reach out to me, and I'll help them get loaded, but do it personally. That way everybody else is not getting a ton of text. I did what I felt would be for them, because as a leader, I can't put my wants onto them, and I have to see where they're at. But I still want them to stay connected. I still want them to know. So basically, I separated. I sent them a video. I sent the text, and now I'm sending them what they are needing, what is going to relate to them, because I want to get and hopefully get them connected again. And who knows, I'll continue to pray over them. And who knows when that light's going to go on as to what they have, or all of a sudden they're going to have somebody in their life. They're going to say, wait a minute, I saw this and this could help this person.
Yep.
So that's what I did. I did this about a week ago, and now I'm just sending out 2 or 3 things a week. I'll send them out anything new, but the whole idea is to keep them connected and keep them from dropping off and ignoring or turning everything off, and
that's good.
Getting them well where they're at.
Hey, real quick, how many people do you have going to the conference?
Right now, I think I've got 6 or 7.
Okay.
I know I've got several new.
That's awesome.
And then there's a few that are layers down that are going, but I'm staying connected with them that are several levels down. So, and I know that one of them is bringing a few new people, so we're getting going.
Yeah, well, so that's the key, guys. Know your numbers and know who's on your team. Introduce everybody, because what Kim's doing, I saw her group chat. There are some people that are 6 levels down that she's working with, that the people in between don't even know that she's working with them. They just have unplugged. So it's important, just stay connected.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. So that's so good, Kim. Thank you so much. And then the next one, guys, you're going to want to hear this. Kelly Rawl. Kelly, where are you at? Are you on, dear?
Where are you at?
Where are you at? She's there. I see her. She might be able to.
I see Maggie Atkins.
Do you see Maggie?
Yes,
right.
I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, good. There she is. There
I
she is.
couldn't get the buttons to act right.
Okay, so here's the deal, y'all. I want you guys to hear us. Rick and I, we have enrolled 358 people. So the majority of the people that we know that we do a lot of life with, we've enrolled. So there's something to be said about also walking in and knowing that the land is yours, okay? And so Kelly and Denise have been doing something that's pretty intriguing, and they've been crushing it. So they've been walking into businesses. Kelly, can you share quickly what you guys are doing and how you're doing it because you're crushing it. They're walking into businesses and signing people up on the spot, business owners on the spot. So, Kelly,
Right. Yeah. So what we're doing is we are targeting like physical therapy places, chiropractors, med spas, esthetician, lash bars, all that stuff. Everybody's into that right now. And so we're just simply going in, and Denise is great at this. I give her all the credit because she's got a little bit of a medical background and she reads and studies and knows her stuff. And she just says, hey, we want to be respectful of the owner's time, but we're bringing a new technology to this area, and we'd like to set up a time we can come back and get about 15 minutes of your time and share with this, and they're like, yeah, they think we're sales reps basically, and we're not. But so, and then we set up a time and we go back and sit down and just, throw it out to them. And a couple of them, we've called Brittany real quick because some of the questions were over our heads, and Brittany does a great idea. If she's available, she is, and if she isn't, that's fine. But yeah, that's basically what we're doing. And I originally started out trying to call places and send emails. I didn't get anywhere with that. We found out it's better to walk into the business and ask for the owner or manager and go from there. That's basically it. Yeah.
That is so awesome. Kelly, great job. You know what she just said is just absolutely amazing because we were just talking about that the other day. Is she's walking in there, she's taking the initiative, she's not leaving up to an email or a phone call, and that's what you have to do when someone and Denise, like I said, great job. Just that's how you just get in there and you get this passion out there. Is you just walk in there. If you're waiting for a it's like trying to get a hold of somebody high up in a company. And if you call, you've got to go through the layers of people to get there, right? Remove all that. Walk in the door.
It's
I
so
love it.
good. It's so good. So, I mean, and then, do you want me to go to that or no?
Yeah,
No,
go for it.
you don't want me to go that
No,
one.
no, go for it.
You're gonna make fun of me.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Okay, he is gonna make fun of me. I know. Okay, so all points in this business matter. Every single point that happens. So Kelly, what you're doing is you're starting to feed into yours and Denise's business because when you walk in and you enroll an Advanced Plus or you enroll a core, okay, what happens is all of a sudden they're business owners. They start exploding, they start enrolling people. And then what ends up happening is you all of a sudden have a massive business of 2,500 points a week, all of a sudden 10,000 points a month from just one business. You get 4 or 5 of those, you're an executive director that does 2,500 points a week. You're an executive director. You hit that $5,000 bonus. You also got the 500 along the way. Guys, this is just amazing. I just love this. So we created this for y'all to kind of get an idea of what ends up happening because people go, what happened to my points? They roll over. But if you have a business that's outrunning what they did that one week,
exactly,
you're rolling. So now go for it, baby. Okay. We're gonna show you back off.
Yeah, one of the main things, if you really want it to just pay attention to your business and really look at those points, and especially with the new enhancement with the comp plan, when you're looking at that and you're looking to rank, a lot of phone calls, it can all be solved by going to your enroller team report and personally enrolled and looking to see who is on MSO, who is on monthly subscription order, right? That's exactly something you need to look at. So when you're looking at that and you can go through, there's still a lot of people that are not on monthly subscription order and they're forgetting to order at the correct date. It's throwing off not just their business, but your business. It's throwing just about everything off. So when you have that, you really got the opportunity to look at it and say, you know what, I want to keep this steady, consistent. Get your people on auto ship, get it pushed out to 25 days out. But just, I can't tell you how many times we get a phone call say, hey, I forgot to order. What should I do? And it's been 45 days or whatever it may be. You've got that opportunity in front of you to go through it. It's fine.
Okay, okay,
That's
okay.
fine. But
I'm sorry.
just seeing that on the page just made me think, if you really want to look at something that's jumping out to me on the page right now, and after a lot of phone calls, is the amount of people that aren't on auto ship and they're still ordering patches. Just get them
Yeah.
on auto ship.
Yeah. So what Rick and I were talking about too the other day was when I was drawing this out, when I was drawing this out, I was like, what is really interesting is as this rolls out, right? This rolls into is like, remember that this is a rolling 31, I think. Okay. What ends up happening is that if this premium is on auto ship, or I should say this core is on auto ship, in the next month, they're still auto shipping. So you're still getting 110 point value in your business every single month. Now, all of a sudden, you have a person here that said, you know what, I'm going to light the world on fire and I'm going to find some other people. All of a sudden, you get 25 people in one line of business, one friend that you talk to, 25 people from everybody. That is over 2,500 points per month that they are shipping. Then all of a sudden they get somebody and they get somebody. All of a sudden you've got a 10,000 line business without them really even setting the world on fire, just telling a little bit of people at a time. And so all the points in this business absolutely matter. And we're going to go through just a couple more things, but I liked this. I wanted to show you how you can teach your team to create a legacy with LifeWave. Just a complete legacy. Okay? Because toptierstart.com can be super like, whoa, there's so many links. Here's your start. You visit it at the very top. You print your printable business guide, your roadmap, your enrollment form, and your tracker. You look over your testimonies and pick your favorite 2 testimonies. Don't get overwhelmed. Pick your favorite 2. Know that there's others for athletes. Know that there's some for autism. Know that there's some for people that say, I want to know if a man is in the business. Okay, that this is not just a women's business. Make your list, contact, send them the Zoom, follow up quickly, and then have presentations at their house. Have them hit manager, have them run. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, you've got a massive business on your hands. If you do this and you keep all these tools at bay, is it at bay or in your hand? At bay is away. Okay. This is going to be key. So when you go here to your testimonies and your grab and go presentations, we actually have a few of the leaders, and we tell us which ones you like, that are actually literally telling us which ones are their favorite presentations. And we're going to push them more towards the front so that, you don't have to scroll through all of these. But yeah, go for it, baby.
Yeah, just so you know, when we talk about favorite, some people will view that word differently. My favorite is the one that gets the result.
Yes.
So it's not a favorite because I like the way the person speaks.
That's good.
It's the one that's going to get the result. It's the one that speaks to the majority of people, that helps them understand exactly what the patch is and what it can do for them in their life. Right? So just keep that in mind when you're picking your favorite. Just try to remember the result is what matters, not what makes you feel good.
What's moving the needle. And so the ones that y'all do not message us and say we don't, so tell us which ones you like. We're going to take the other ones off of here so it's not confusing.
Yeah. And just an FYI, because we don't teach to this, because I know it happens. People are still sending people to thisisitinfo.com and giving them just a whole website to look at. I'm not hearing many success stories of people just saying, hey, I sent them a whole website to look at, and overwhelming them with a whole bunch of information. Send them specific presentation, specific testimonies that are exactly whatever they're dealing with. Or if they know somebody that's dealing with something, just make it exactly personal to them.
Exactly. And so there's the studies and all the testimonies, the Testimony Tuesdays, all the things, but pick your favorite. And teach your people to do the same. Use that sheet as like a business guide for you to be a leader and say, okay, now I want you to go to Top Tier Start. I'm going to show you my 2 favorite presentations and one that you actually liked because of why you enrolled. So have them keep that one. They enrolled because they liked it. right? So chances are we attract who we are. So if it was attractive to them and they enrolled based on that presentation, have them keep that presentation
Yeah.
right in front of them. So now we're 10:46. Do we want to open up for questions? What do you want to do?
Right.
Okay, we're gonna open up for questions, guys. Anybody have?
Hey, Britt, I have a question real
Yes.
quick.
Yes.
For Destination Director, have you received any? What up, Ricky Bobby? Uh, have you received any information on the rooms for Destination Director? Because I know that's a couple days before the conference starts.
I did receive information. Now I can't remember what I received. So I'll put that on the Facebook group. Is it a separate block?
There's a separate block on
Okay.
Destination Director.
Okay.
Right.
Separate.
It's a separate block. I've
Okay.
got, you know what, you can send out the message. I think I've got it somewhere.
He's got it. So I'll send that out to you guys as leaders. So you guys
Cool.
can.
It is a separate block than this is at Teams one. So it's a separate one. Andy Hosier set it up, but
Okay.
it should be under, if you tell the hotel destination director, separate block. And then you can ask them as well, with the hotel if you want to just merge so you can stay in the same room. That's
Okay.
supposed to be the connection.
Okay, cool. And then and everybody needs to register for Destination Director also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
separate.
Yep.
'Cause,
And
yeah,
it's
keep in
free.
mind that destination director is a champion makers one, so not associated with this is it in terms of the block and the registration.
And it's totally free other than staying there.
Right.
So
Totally.
Hey guys, it's Megan.
yes, hi.
Hello, hello. Well, first off, that's great information. And so about the destination director. So we'll find it on, or you're going to text it. You
Yeah,
said
we'll
you're going
send
to
it out
text
as
us.
leaders
Yeah,
and then we'll also
okay,
put it on the Facebook
okay.
page.
But what I want to share with everyone is what you said, Brittany. You said made a comment about it Saturday, but I want to reiterate with all of our colleagues here how powerful, guys. You have no idea, really. I do know that, but I want to share with you how powerful this new program is. Because as you commented Saturday, Brittany, about, I mean, I have a lot of preferred customers, a lot of people on subscription, but to work the business, it's not easy. And so to have this, the structure that it is, guys, it is a gift. It's truly a gift. I can see how they sat in the back office there and just, I'm talking about David and his team and how they've analyzed how we can help everyone,
That's good.
Mhm.
everyone.
It's
So
true.
I mean, just even, I mean, so all, I've been working with LifeWave now since March of, really March of 25. And so I've been through, you know, the original comp plan, then a change, and now this. And you can see each time how they've improved it, you know, like the preferred customer plus, you know, that was very important. I mean, there are different things that they've done, but to help us. But this, it's like knocking down the barriers and the walls.
That
And
is true.
it's just like knocking them down. So
Yep,
again,
that
I
is
just want
true.
to share with all our colleagues. Thank you guys for all
Yeah.
you do.
Absolutely. Okay, this real fast on the Facebook and then Kelly, go,
Okay.
on our Facebook page, when you guys go to the X39 patch up and up training upcoming lives, okay? This right here is the Saturday call that Rick and I did. This very top, hit director quickly, earn the binary faster. Okay, so this really breaks down how you're going to hit director. We didn't want to like, you know, this is huge. So if you missed this or you haven't seen it, it's at the very, very top. And there's a message from David about it as oh no, I'll add the message from David, but here's the X20 thing from David as well. But all of that is on the X39. So you guys get to see it you know, up front and you know, and rock and roll. And then the other piece that I did want to cover that I forgot was this right here. We posted in our Facebook group, in our community, that we were having a pain party. We had a impromptu pain party where we ice waved and X39 people. We signed up 3 people that day. 3 people. It was an impromptu 2.5 hour. We would like 2.5 hours before I was like, you know what? Our house is actually clean. The kids are gone. Let's have a paint party.
Very impromptu.
Very impromptu. And we enrolled 3 people. So guys, this is something that's really key, is think outside the box. Pay attention to those little things on the Facebook group, because along the way, these things will help you guys explode. Kelly?
Unmute, Kelly.
Sorry about that. Okay, so my on toptierstart.com, I use that exit strategy, you know, for all the different like realtors and whatever. Is that all going to be updated pretty soon?
Yep,
With the new
that's going to be
plan?
all updated this week.
Okay, just real quick, because something I share with when we're going into these businesses, one of the last things that we talk to them about is, you know, what's your exit strategy? Most of these people really don't want to be working for 40 or 50 more years. Being a business owner, times can be tough. Like I told one guy, he's a physical therapist. I said, you know, the thing with this is when you get somebody patching, you're going to have a customer for life. When you get done with somebody with their physical therapy, they're out the door and you don't see them again. So you know, you're having a constant turnover. And he was like, it was like a light bulb went on. He's like, I will never really thought about that. So just another idea.
Kelly, you are a gem. I mean,
MVP today.
MVP. Look at this, guys. I mean,
Yes.
physical therapists, right? What do they need to do? And then we'll update what they're going to
I'll get
make.
through so people can see.
Oh,
just a
okay,
little bit.
okay.
No.
Oh, okay. So it tells like per person, why is this important? Why do they want to put, what do they
Paints the
make?
picture.
It paints the picture of how much money they can make in the income, in the binary. And obviously all of this is going up.
6 months.
Yep.
12 months.
I mean, and this is like Rick and I sat down and I was like, what businesses, what industries? Because I like to cold call that. I like that. I like to call. I don't do it in lieu of my phone calls, but I like to call my 5 people a day. Stop it.
Okay.
I like to call my 5 people a day and say, hey, Rick, pull me over here. I want to go and talk to this insurance agent really fast, and say, you understand about residual income. You also know that some people can't get the premium price for their life insurance. What if there's a technology that we can incorporate very easily, and you can have an additional stream of income and a residual income that's going to leave you a legacy? They're excited.
Yeah.
You know, so don't be scared to do that. Don't do it in lieu of your phone calls, because I'm telling you, if you don't get the people that are on your heart,
Yeah.
somebody else will, but you can add it in.
Yeah.
And Kelly, that was just fantastic.
Yeah. So when you look at that I mean, that also, it's a little bit of a memory jogger when you start thinking about, you know, real estate professional. Who is your real estate agent? Have you contacted them? Have you let them know? Who's your insurance agent? Because Britt and I have walked into businesses and shown this type of stuff, and they get all excited, and we're talking to them about it, and then they finally said, man, this is so awesome. Yes, I want to do it. And they said, you know what? I think one of my clients or one of my members actually does this. And they've never told them.
And they've never told them. That is such a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's key. So, you know, guys, that's so absolutely important. Was there anybody else? I think that was it. But yeah, I mean, guys, what you have is just a gem. What with Top Tier Start. Don't get overwhelmed. Okay. We're really listening to y'all. Those top videos that are like the favorites are due to people being able to enroll. So we'll put those, and we're going to shift those more towards the front. So as you scroll through, help your people pick 2. Help your people pick the 2 that they really like, that is going to move the business. Testimony focused, Testimony Tuesday. Yes, sir.
Hey, Brett, I had a statement to make. Just want to let everybody know that it's important that people understand this new pay plan. I've been listening to it since Saturday, and then Sunday night with Danny, and this morning. And if Louise and I would have had this 15 months ago, it's incredible. I mean, compared to what the old pay plan was and getting your teams motivated to the next level. I have several people right now that caught the fire from Saturday's meeting, and uh, they are active, been on the phone with me all weekend, and it's been incredible. They're actually crossing state lines, working on different things. And this is big, people. This is big. I mean, it is so big. Another thing is that I do want to make this statement clear because I had this come up. Um, and Tony's on, so Tony's hearing this now, so he actually knows because it happened to his brother. Um, Somebody went to his brother and actually patched him incorrectly with the ice wave, and his brother was like, "It didn't work. Nothing worked." And I know the ice wave does work, but it's important that we understand how to patch with the ice wave because it makes a big difference because uh, uh,
Instant gratification.
he thought the patches didn't work. So I really think it's important so that people understand how to use the ice wave before they have a pain party to make sure that they know how to patch people
Yeah.
correctly.
That's a really
That's a really good point. I'm actually putting on the Facebook group at the very top to the ice wave by Carrie. She did a great job on that one, and also Brooke has one. So I'm putting both of those at the very top of that Facebook page. So thank you, Rick. That's very true. So watch that because you want to be able to ice wave correctly. So that's great.
I feel,
Thank you,
I
Rick.
feel, I'm sorry, but I feel it's very important too to actually practice on your loved ones and get good at it, Britt. I'm going to be totally honest with you. For the first 90 days, I could not patch worth a darn with the ice wave. And when you came to town, I don't know if you remember, I stood right by you, Britt, for about 20 minutes,
Yeah.
like a mosquito Rick on the skin. And I was just watching exactly what she did. And then after that night, I was going home and Louis says, "What are you smiling so much about?" I said, "I think I learned how to do ice wave now." And sure enough, I practiced on Louise and man, I got it down. So it's important. Paint parties are great for everybody, but it's important people do it right because afterwards it's tough to get somebody else to trust you to patch.
Yep.
That's true.
Yep.
That's good.
That is a really good point,
That's
Rick.
good.
And New Mexico's on fire.
And always put X39 on first.
Yeah.
Put X39 on first because they're always going to know that they need the X39 while
Absolutely.
you're ice waving. So that's very key too, because then they'll turn, well, I just need the ice wave. No. This is a Band-Aid while
Right.
the X39 does what the body, what it needs to do. So that, Rick, that's good. That was so
That's
good. That
so
was
good.
worth
That's
gold.
good.
So I just put that on the page.
And that's also why it's important to make sure you're talking to everybody, because I can't tell you how many people that we speak to where it's like what Rick said. Then you have the opportunity to fix it. You don't know how many people, because keep in mind when someone's doing that, it's still creating a warm market for you because it gives you the opportunity to talk to somebody, say, "Oh yeah, no, I know about that patch, it doesn't work." And then you say, "Well, what do you mean?" And it's always the same thing. "Oh, I know this guy who's doing it and he gave me one patch." He gave me a patch. I don't know how many times we hear that. We met a couple, and he goes, "I had two separate people give me a patch, and then neither one called me back. But I don't know if I felt anything." But because they didn't do it correctly, they didn't explain the time it took. Or we had somebody just say, "Hey, yeah, I was actually at a thing, and these people had all these LifeWave signs and X39 signs, and I was wondering what it was." They created the warm market for us. So always keep that in mind. There's a warm market out there as well, because there's a lot of people who are just absolutely awful at follow up or just do not think, and they're advertising LifeWave and X39. And when you advertise LifeWave and X39 and it's not personal to you, you're just not the person, right? You're just saying, "Hey, you know what? Let me get the word out there that there is something." And if it's not pertinent and the business isn't coming to you, you're advertising basically just for the company, and
Yes,
you're
it's
helping
true.
all the brand partners anywhere, right? So we appreciate
And
it.
and Rick,
But make sure you know.
I just want to say one more statement, and I know it's not really relative to this, guys, but I remember when I started in the car business, and I started in 2011. Rick's my first leap into the car business back then, and did an awesome job. I had an awesome mentor, uh, but I'll never forget what he told us after about 30 days, and we had a meeting, and he said, I'll never forget the statement. He says, yeah, he says, guys in the car business, they start off and they start doing really good, and then they think they got this, they understand it, and then they lay back, and they understand how they think they know it, and so you build kind of an ego, and Rick said, that's the worst thing that you can ever do, is because you need to stick to the basics of what made you successful. And basically, I see the same thing with the pattern with patching with IceWave and with explaining this stuff. Don't reinvent the wheel. The people that have been successful understand the wheel, understand what works, how it works, and don't be afraid to call your upline. Don't be afraid to get them on the phone. Don't be afraid to take a step back and say, "Hey, Rick. Hey, Brett. Hey, even me." For anybody that wants to call me, I was up Saturday night taking calls from people across the country on how to patch with the IceWave, because I will walk you through it, because I
No,
want you to be
absolutely.
successful.
Make
You know.
sure you watch
Yeah.
those videos, guys. It's gonna be
That's
great.
good stuff,
It's gonna be
Rick.
key.
And yeah, what Rick said, that's key. But yeah, always remember it. Learn, continue to learn, and be a student of it. Don't get in that, because that's one of the worst things you can do, is if you think you got it. But everything has a life cycle. But remember your bank account, right? Your bank account has no pride and has no ego. So jump on, get anyone else on a call. Use all your assets that you can. Bilal.
He's unmuting.
You're,
Unmute.
Yeah.
There you go.
there you
Oh
go.
yeah, unmute. How you doing? How you doing, everyone? Yes, yes, yes. So man, hey, you hit it. You hit it right on the head, Rick, just a second ago. There are so many people out there right now that are just doing me an amazing favor by posting the X39 this and the X39 that, and then I just show up and I don't talk about it. I share it with them. There is a huge difference. I just got back from New Jersey. I had been patching up my mom from a distance for over a year, and an amazing change. She's 84, celebrate her 84th birthday. My mom gets down, she's doing push-ups at 84 years old. And in her 13 months, she's off of every one of her prescriptions. We know what we have that is working, and while I was there, so she came into the business. I did the business session for her, and we went to the bank and opened up a joint account together. And the banker, she gets my ID, and she's like, "You're April 7th, I'm April 17th. You're 55, I'm 55, but you don't look 55." And then all I did was point to my wrist. The banker says, "I just finished my lunch and I seen that patch on my Facebook page. But what is it? What is it?" I said, "You know what? I can easily tell you everything about it. Although I'm going to go out to the car and go get some for you to try." So now the banker's on board. So it's all up to us. I mean, you can post anything in the world, but when you sit down with someone and you share it with them in person, it's night and day difference. It really, really is. And there's another young lady that just, she's about to be director. I would probably say sometime this week. Candy. And I've been working with Candy for a little while. She owns the Stone Yard here in the Valley, and Candy is like, well, yeah, I know all about it. There's boxer that's been coming in here, but I asked him, I said, how can I get more? How can I get more? And I haven't seen him since. So I signed her up, and over the weekend she just purchased a water machine. But it's, I've been taking water to the teammates, throughout the week, and sharing it with them, because it's hard to get people to do something that you're not doing yourself. If you talk about it, you're just literally becoming a salesperson out there. But when you show up and you share it with people, it is a game changer. And that's what I'm going out of my way to make sure that I'm able to share this with everyone that I care about and love. People that are already, signed up with LifeWave, and they're just using the patches. I mean, I'm showing them how to use them correctly. I mean, there are so many salespeople out there, and you don't want to be one of them. You want to be one that just shares genuinely with the heart. This country has two type of people. There are ones that are buyers, and there's ones that are sellers. And if you're a buyer, they even gave you a nickname. They called you a consumer. And you want to be that one that's sharing from the heart. So you're selling something to someone, but you're selling them the purpose and the reason why they need this in their life. And you're giving them that hope and that belief that this is going to be something that's going to be there for them for the years and the years to come. When you have an inventor that is constantly evolving and always inside of the thought process in his own mind on what he's doing and how he wants to change the world, take hold of what we have, people. Everyone, please. And if you don't worry about it. I'm going to step up behind you, and I'm going to do the job for you correctly and bring them on board and show them how it works. Okay. I appreciate you guys so much. And I love you guys for giving it, and constantly giving it, and keeping everybody in tune and engaged, because what we have is amazing.
No, that's great stuff. Thanks for sharing, man. It's always great to hear from you.
We love it.
Keep it up.
Likewise. Yes. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Well, I recorded that new video. I think I didn't get to see how long it is, but I want to say it's about 17 minutes long. So all of your new brand partners, if they watch that video, they should be set to go. Okay. So from all those people, they should be ready to get to manager this week. So I'm going to post that on Facebook as soon as it's downloaded, and then this video will be on Facebook as well. So let's get everybody to director. It's no longer manager.
Yeah.
People can get to director
Feed that
easy
binary.
now. Feed that binary, watch that binary video, boom, 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 load. And boom, 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 load.
Yeah,
Okay.
good job.
And we're gonna pray over you. Okay. Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for all of these people that are across the Zoom, Lord, all 104 of them, Lord. Lord, we thank you for what you did for all of us, Lord, with this comp plan. Lord, we just pray that you just place people in our lives that are excited to impact the world around us. Lord, we just pray for every single person that's patching that has not quite seen their miracle yet, Lord. We know that you are in the miracle giving business. So we just thank you that it's already done. We thank you, Lord, for self-starters. We thank you, Heavenly Father, that this week is going to be a brand new week of just momentum and excitement for all of us. Lord, we thank you and we praise you for every single person in this group. In Jesus' name, amen. So be looking. Thursday and Friday is when you guys are going to start seeing the back office changes. It will all be starting to reflect then. So, all right. God bless you guys.
Wahoo!
Woo!